you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the #3 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Huskers will... And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Trojans offense will start this game off. We have got a tremendous matchup between these 2 running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
And the Trojans will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So Nebraska's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation.
Secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the passing, likes to tackle, and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Back to pass, it's Wall. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Snags it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Using the quick game. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, what a move. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Trojans are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Use the play fake, down to throw. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
A lot of speed, and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Arkansas took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. And for a program that's won double-digit conference titles between the SEC and the old Southwest Conference, this is big time. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The give on the option. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Second down, he'll throw it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires on the move. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. The Trojans decide to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He's got it. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Wall. Fires to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. The Huskers will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
Especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Pass to sticks and still on his feet. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Between the uprights, it's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. Put a nice drive together and execute.
And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. The Cornhuskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Leaves it with the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Wall. Caught in the backfield. It's high. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Huskers look to keep this drive humming. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the back. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quickly to the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Huskers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Grab near the marker. It's good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25, picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Unloads to the wideout. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He managed to fury on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. He's in open space downfield. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. On target over the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Red pass hits complete. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
The Cornhuskers will have it 1st and 10. Find some fresh air. You'll take this time, 5 yards on the 1st down play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. UConn was anything but dominant today, but the Huskies are going to leave Rentschler Field winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Burr. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught, close to the marker, it's Burr. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got it in the middle, it's Carter. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. With the catch, it's Burr. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on. And you know you're put. Nice kick, nice job.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And there's no more.
He'll put toe to leather and get this 2nd half started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Wall. He's got him this time. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Wants to fire on second down. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 25. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back.
Hold.
The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. On the run, it's high. Finds a crease at the 20. Breaks into the open. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Huskers have their offense in high gear. To the air. It's Wall. Got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. They'll go back to the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Huskers is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Cutting it close now with third and goal upcoming. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, third and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
It's caught. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. And this offense just can't get. You might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Rousseau. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rousseau. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Creates a little space. On his feet at the 40. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burr. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Off play action. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. And the Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. A first down run on the doorstep. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, USC! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive done.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Power football with the run. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Trojans line up to punt it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Payne. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked 6. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. On the run. It's high. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And the Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Wall. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of a down. He's looking downfield to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Did the work himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. This is a designed run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers! That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
Nebraska, 33. USC, 16.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Rousseau. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
The Trojans heading quickly to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Gonna look downfield again. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Trojans started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Caught over the middle. It's Bird. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Powers forward. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Pushes for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. TCU has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. This team simply does not look prepared at a level you can't have that. They're trailing by 21 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll run it. Got enough for the first. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And they'll take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today.